Hello, my diamonds, my TikToker, SheilaTruelove here, and I want to talk about adult children who are delusional and they really need a wake-up call because, they are so eager to tell parents what they're supposed to do, what they're commissioned to do. But they never bring up what are you commissioned to do as adult children. Now, we're going to take this in sections, okay? How delusional is a child to say that they didn't raise you, you saved them? Wow, should do stand-up comedian, baby. How the hell you save me? You feel that without the child, I as a parent would end up a whore, a drug addict, an alcoholic. No, sweetheart, I would have been in California living my best life. And if I did have issues with alcohol, if I wasn't a Jehovah's Witness, I would have joined AA, Moderation Management, Al-Anon. But as a Jehovah's Witness, you're not allowed to do anything because that's considered Babylon the Great, the empire of false religion. You're not allowed to do anything. Majority of the times people have alcohol issues being a Jehovah's Witness because they're a Jehovah's Witness. 75% of Jehovah's Witnesses have alcohol issues, drinking every day, drinking every other day, drinking every week, honey, because you're so overwhelmed with all of the man-made rules and laws that they have. Now, where would these kids be if I would have gave them to their father? Since you supposedly have saved the mother, oh no, baby, the mother saved you. They would have been sitting right by their father, smoking crack, selling it 304s. Are you serious? They would have been sitting up there smoking weed. They would have been dope heads. They could never say that you saved me. Jehovah saved me. Jesus Christ saved me. How presumptuous of them to even think so foolishly. And on my YouTube channel, I want you to check it out. I'm going to pin some videos that I'd like for you to check out. These are children who admit, these are adult children who admit they had a father, a mother. They had the best of parents. Don't believe me. The proof is in the pudding. And they ended up on AML films, soft white underbelly, crackheads, pimps, 304s, and they admit they had the best of parents. Because it's not mainly about nurturing, it's about your nature. If it's in your nature to be hard-headed and stubborn and not listen to your parents, it is what it is. You cannot continue to blame your parents and take accountability. And I will always think about Jehovah God and Jesus Christ, the best parents you could ever have, and look at how Satan, the devil, and the demons turned out. Think about Cain and Abel. The same household, identical household. What about Jacob and Esau? One turned out to one God loved. The other one turned out that God despised and hated. So it has nothing to do with parenting. You're only going to hear this rhetoric coming from adult children who don't want to take accountability. They want to continue to blame the parents for why they lack confidence, why their self-esteem is not where it should be, which is why they need this constant validation, constant praise. Please praise me, praise me. You want to blame your parent for why you can't sustain relationships or you're not comfortable with men. You're not comfortable and can't have relationships with men because you don't listen. Men like activity. I think about my brother. My brother, his personality can be a bit abrasive. He has brothers in his religion. He has friends, honey, because they like sports. They drink and they like sports. They go to the lounge. They go to the restaurants and they watch movies on the big screen. That's how men, they connect through activity. But some kids, they want to blame you because they choose not to listen and adhere. And when it comes to saying that your parents are trying to manipulate you, I have never been a manipulator. What is manipulation? When you try to get what you want through using guilt, or you try to shame the person, or you try to make the person feel bad. No, not here. I'm a straight shooter. That's a problem with, my kids are very sensitive people. And I had to learn that after I learned their love language. So I had to learn how to sugarcoat things. But I will never manipulate you and make you feel guilt. And another thing about guilt, you can never make somebody feel guilty if what they're saying is not true. Nobody can make me feel guilty. If what you're saying is not true, why would I feel guilty? You know where the guilt comes in? Because they know what you're saying is correct. I don't sit up here and try to make people feel bad just to get what I want. No, I know how to get what I want, honey. I'm a hard worker. I'm a go-getter. I'm resilient. And I'm a powerhouse. And you better know it. I don't have to use manipulation. That's for losers. And to say that your parents are manipulators in one breath, they're cursing you out, and then the next minute, they're giving you praise. Look, honey, people pay to talk to SheilaTruelove. There's a reason why, because when it's time to have these difficult conversations, I always use the sandwich technique. That's a compliment, and then that's the observation that you made. That's the meat part, and then you end it with the bread with another compliment. But the thing with these narcissistic, covert narcissistic children is that they don't want the constructive observation, the meat part. That's the part that's the problem. They don't want to hear you tell them, well, you need to maybe address this, or maybe you can look at it from this angle. What do you think? They don't want that, honey. They want you to praise them constantly, and that's exhausting. Me personally, I'm on empty, babe. I got nothing left to give, child. But if I was such an abusive parent, let's think about that. You know, my son, he left home when he was 33. He was working since he was 14, 15, had working papers. You could have got your own place, baby, a room. A lot of kids left home when they was 15, got themselves a room and worked their way up. I had my brother. He was with me in his 50s. He only left because of legalities. So if a parent is supposed to be so abusive and so cray-cray, you had money where you could have packed up and went. You have a lot of children who are bitter, angry, and they have a lot of resentment because their life didn't go the way that they wanted it to. And now they want to blame who else? It's always the mother child. But like I said, I'm a pin in the comments. I always like to have evidence and proof. Check out the videos on my YouTube channel, baby. Great parents, good homes, and it didn't make a difference. And to think that you have toxic parents that want to control you, self-control is one of the fruitages of the spirit, honey. It's hard enough for me to control me. I don't want to control nobody. I only want to control me. But when you have these adult children and parents make mistakes because they're not perfect people, but of course this person, he wouldn't know, he don't have children. What the hell does he know? Experience is the best teacher. Not books and whatever, lectures. Experience is the best teacher. But the thing is with these children, they feel that your apology is not genuine because it's the opposite. See, they do projection. Saying you want to control them, it's the other way around. They want to control you. Now, if you're genuinely sorry, you're supposed to do everything their way. Oh, no, baby. That's not how it works. When somebody say they're sorry, they're working hard to try to fix it, but you're the one who's doing all the work. No, hold on. Well, you're the one putting in all the work. No, that's exhausting. It's supposed to work both ways. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 4. Since these people feel you don't owe your parents anything. But yet, the Bible doesn't agree with that. Does Jehovah agree with that? It says to repay. Read it from different translations. Repay. My thing is, you have to be a pretty wicked person for you not to even want to repay your parents for the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the hard work that they put in. But yet, when you get out into the world, you want people to do right by you, but you don't even want to do right by your parents. For those who don't have children, you're going to reap what you sow, not through children because you don't have any, but people are going to treat you the way you treat your parents. So be careful. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.